All right, guys, so I am excited to go over your Adrenal Fatigue Warrior toolkit, but today we're going to be talking about the supplements. And, I'm really excited to do this with you guys. I get a lot of questions as to what's the best supplements for adrenal fatigue. And I hope you've already watched the other presentation in terms of how to think about adrenal fatigue a little bit differently. There's a lot of things going wrong with the body. Your body's not making energy at the fundamental level, and ultimately it impacts you on all areas. So a lot of people will ask me, hey, what's the best supplement that I can take for this, or what's the best supplement for that? And so I wanted to put together a guide for you guys. I will definitely have it a PDF cheat sheet, if you will, so that you can look after these supplements in a nicely organized way. And I'll also have them available on my Adrenal Fatigue Society website. And if you're an inside member, you'll be getting a whole lot of discounts on that. So let's go forward. So I first want to talk to you about how to think about supplements, because I know when you guys open up your cabinets, or your what you call your medicine cabinets, and there's 1,001 different supplements, and I really want you to think about supplements a little bit differently. And that's why I'm trying to educate you, because if you can understand what's going wrong biochemically in the body, not just at the adrenal glandular level but at the cellular level, and you can customize a recovery protocol around what you need, not necessarily what you read. So I want you to think about supplements in terms of whatever you can get from your nutrients, from your food intake on a daily basis, will ultimately outweigh what you can take in terms of a supplement. And we focus so much on the actual supplements that we need to take, we sometimes forget about the quality of our food, the minerals and the vitamins and the nutrients, and how densely packed those nutrients and food sources are will really make a huge difference on your energy levels, your adrenal health. And I really want you to try to put as much effort, and I'm sure you do, but really if you're getting something that's out of a package, or if it's frozen, or if it's not organic, or it's not it's synthetic and it's hybridized and GMOs, those are going to really make huge impacts for you. So I know you want to limit the amount of supplements that you're taking, but whatever you can get from your food source is going to vastly outweigh what you can take in terms of supplements. And like we said, we really want you to understand what's happening at the cellular level. We know from our last presentation that there's a lot of different things that can go wrong when you have a hormone imbalance, or when we're stressed out, or when we don't make energy, or we don't concentrate, or we get anxious, or we don't sleep through the entire night, or we just don't handle stressors the same way. We want to know what's happening at the cellular level. And if you understand that, which we're going to teach you all throughout this Adrenal Fatigue Society website, then you'll start to understand how to customize a recovery program around your supplements. So the other thing I want you to think about too is, when you're taking a supplement, how can you multitask your supplements? And what do I mean by that is, I see a lot of people ask me, hey, I take zinc, I take selenium, I take iodine, I take B1, I take B2. Next thing you know, you're on 25 different supplements. And if you can understand what's going wrong with the body, and you understand the biochemistry, then you can get a lot of 2-for-1s, or 3-for-1s, or 4-for-1s. And that's what I've tried to present for you. And what I mean by that is, you can get supplements that aren't just good for one thing, they're good for 5 different things, like something that settles down inflammation, that also helps with receptor site communication, which also helps with your gut microbiome and signaling your immune system. That's like a 5-in-1 supplement, where you don't have to be taking 4 different supplements when you could just take one that can give you 4 different benefits. So I really want to talk to you about that. So let's go over our top 10 supplements so that we understand which are the best ones that we could be going for. So first of the NT factor. This is my #1 favorite, and I'm really sorry I don't have a product image, but it's made by Allergy Research Group. We'll make sure we give you the link here. People think it's expensive. It retails at $90 some odd, but here's the thing. That's a 3-month supply. And that's if you're taking it every day. So, and what we teach when we're teaching you about how to take supplements, we're teaching you not to have to take supplements every day, and understand your body and when you need it and when you don't need it, and pulsing the nutrients so that you're getting the longer shelf life out of your supplements. And so if you have, that short-term mentality of, oh, it's too expensive, it's $90 for one bottle, but the thing is that bottle could last you 3 months, if not longer. So I want you to think about it like that. But NT Factor is awesome. What it basically does is it's these energy lipids, these phospholipids that help support your cells, the membranes, the mitochondrial membranes. The healthier your energy, the healthier membranes, the better the communication is, the better mitochondrial control you have. And it's all about membrane health. And no one's telling you about this, so I want to tell you about this. It contains a variation of these phosphoglycolipids, which are basically a combination between a glucose molecule and a protein molecule and a lipid molecule. And these have been scientifically selected in a ratio that have these lipids that help repair these cell membranes and allow for the cells to breathe properly, to get oxygen, exchanging of nutrients, removing of toxins. It's just that great. It supports the structural vitality of the cells. It helps the mitochondria. It helps make more ATP naturally. And the best part of it, there's no stimulants like caffeine or sugar or ephedra, which are typically energy drinks or energy lotions or potions that people take are going to be stimulatory, and we don't want to do that. And they also have been basically shown to help make more energy, and that's what they're so great. And the healthier your membrane, the healthier you're going to absorb nutrients, the healthier you're going to communicate, the healthier your enzymes are going to work, and the more sensitivity to hormones. And really, that's what we really want, isn't it? The next one we really like, number 2, is called Max BND, and I'm really high up on this one. It's a probiotic fermented vitamin B. I know a lot of people that have SIBO get concerned because they can't take any fermented foods or the low FODMAP, but I would tell you that most B vitamins are coal tar derivatives, and you heard that right, coal tar, which is basically petroleum-based nutrients that are resins, and really they can do more harm than good. And we really love the fermented based because you're getting more than 2 for 1. You're getting a probiotic in there. It's fermented, so it's healthy for the actual microbiome. It's going to help the B vitamin during times of stress and your body's ability to adapt with getting the sufficient nutrients from your diet. It's an advanced formula, and it helps the liver. Most of our, obviously, methylation and energy production takes place in the liver, helps our immune system, it helps our adrenals, it helps the cardiovascular system, it balances your mood, and it just gives you lots of energy. It's a nutritional first, where they're all in their methylated forms. It's a probiotic. Each half a teaspoon supplies so much energy in all the B forms that are all in the reduced or the methylated version, not the synthetic folic based version. And it has B5, B6, B2, B9, B12. It's just an awesome formula. And it basically helps the immune system. It helps balance your mood. It gives you a great quality probiotic, and it's delivered in your water. And you're supposed to drink more water. The third one that we really love is called the Adaptogen R3. It's made by Premier Research Labs again, and I love Premier Research Labs just because they don't put any excipients or toxic tag-alongs. They use great quality nutrients. They do mass spectrometry to see if the quality in their ingredients are top notch. Are there any impurities? Are there any problems with the content that they're putting in there? An adaptogen is an herb that basically helps our body adapt to the needs if we're too high or we're too low. And what's great about this is it's not stimulatory. It helps the adaptive process to deal with stress both mentally and physically. And it features Rhodiola rosea, which is basically a golden root. It's a hardy Siberian plant that has been used traditionally for hundreds of years, and research shows that it offers a lot of broader ranges in terms of helping your metabolic health. It has the perfect blend of rhodiola pro, which is one of three adaptogens contained, hence the adaptogen R3. It also contains eleutherio root, an American ginseng, and also maca root to deliver the perfect adaptogenic blend. The fourth one that we really love is creatine. And I really think you need to understand a little bit more about that. Basically, what it does is it helps make ATP. That's the bottom line. It helps your muscles produce energy a lot better, and it sparks your muscles' ATP reserve. I mean, I can't tell you how many people that I work with or that are dealing with an adrenal problem, or as we've talked about, a stress problem, an energy problem, and cellular problem. The muscles are not able to recover and rebuild. And so creatine is an interesting molecule. It helps synthesize from in the liver from amino acids. And if you're not absorbing your amino acids and you have methylation blockages, then it's going to impact your ability to regenerate and rebuild and regrow. Also, ATP is the process in the body that is the most available form of energy. And when ATP is broken down, it's broken down into ATP. And what happens basically is when you can't rebuild ATP from ADP, then you have lack of energy. And creatine is basically going to help you do that. Creatine is going to, like I said, help convert back ADP into ATP, and this is going to give you more energy. Creatine is also good for muscle mass and muscle strength. Not that a lot of females will say, well, I don't want to get muscular. It's just not going to work like that. What it's going to do, it's going to help rebuild the muscle's ability to make energy, and that's going to be really important for all energy processes in the body. The next one we have is the pure form plant-based omegas. I know a lot of you are taking fish-based oils, and I have a podcast that I really want you guys to listen to. I'll put that in the link here so that you can watch that. But it basically talks about the dangers of fish oils. Pure form omegas are natural essential fatty acids, both in the parent 6s and the parent 3s, and it basically helps your body make energy effectively for your cells to repair and regenerate. The only way to get these fats is through your diets. They're essential fatty acids. That's why they're called essential. And if you eat processed foods, or you eat rancid oils, or you eat vegetable oils that are heated at a very high temperature, or even the hydrogenated oils, they're going to be impure, and what's going to happen is it's going to impact your cell membranes, and your cell membranes, which we talked about already, is how we have awesome amounts of energy. So it's also really great for anti-inflammatory processes. They're naturally organic, they're cold pressed, and there's a bunch of different types of vegetable-based oils in there, and they're really great for energy production and inflammation. The next one we have, I really think, is one of my secret weapons. It's number 6, the nucleotides. And basically, what are nucleotides? Well, that's a great question. They help produce proteins and rebuild, and proteins make enzymes, and protein make immune cells and intestinal flora. So it's a really awesome, multi-purpose nutrient that can really help your energy production and your immune system. These are a proprietary blend of nucleic acids, and what they will do is they'll help build your skin, your hair, your teeth, your nail, your bones. If you feel like a sickness coming on, it's really, really helpful, and it's an awesome nutrient. It's also made from a full spectrum blend that supplies a broad range of botanical agents. Again, phytonutrients, phytochemicals. There's no excipients or toxic tag-alongs. It's one of my favorites. Number 7 and number 8 are really used together. A lot of people are in overwhelm, they're overstimulated, they're in anxious, and they're in that fight or flight mechanism, and they just can't settle down, and you're bombarding that cell to death with too much messages. Ultra pollen is a really great nutrient. It's been around for centuries, and we've known the benefits of the bioflavonoids in pollens, and they've had outstanding health benefits. Premier research labs have a lipophilic and hydrophilic, meaning it loves fat and water, so it can really help every cell in the body. There's no mold spores. It's been mass spectrometer, and so we check to see if there's any problems with the way it's produced. There's no pesticides as well, because that's a big concern. And these flower-based pollens can really just help antioxidant status for mitochondrial function and really settle down the bombardment of excitation to the cell. Pollen also delivers the natural occurring nutrients that are designed by nature to help the body to help the body just excel with health. It has 10 essential amino acids and also the non-essential amino acids, antioxidants, and enzymes. So they say it's one of those perfect foods. And then the propolis is a really awesome nutrient that we utilize to settle down as well. It can also help with your immune system, and it can also help with settling down the excitatory response. And we use that many times with patients that are waiting for their test results to come in, and they want to see their genetic test results and their Dutch test and all of the tests that we do, and ultimately they say, hey, what can I take right away to just settle down and get out of overwhelm? Then aside from everyone that we've mentioned, propolis and the ultra pollen are used together, and that really gives awesome benefits. Again, there's natural, including bioflavonoids and chrysin, which really slow down the upregulation of the stress response, and it's a really great supplement. The next one, number 9, is Pro Greens by Allergy Research Group. It also has a probiotic. It's basically a superfood. It's got an all-natural drink that's formulated with the highest quality superfoods, broad-spectrum nutritionals, green grasses, all these things, vitamins, minerals. I actually sort of wrote these down for you. In addition to the green grasses, there's sea vegetables, algae. It contains adaptogenic herbs, extracts, probiotics, fiber, nutrient-rich superfoods. I mean, it's got these wheat grasses, barley grass, alfalfa grass. And you don't have to be, it's gluten-free. So when you hear about like wheatgrass, it doesn't have gluten in it. It's got blue-green algae, spirulina, chlorella, dunalia, and dulse powder, which is going to be high with your trace minerals and vitamins. Also, it has the probiotic, which is a non-dairy, and the bifido, which are really great for histamine problems. It's got the natural flax powder and the apple pectin, which is a great source of fiber, and it's a great prebiotic, which is going to help with maturing your healthy flora. It's also got all the liver extracts that are going to help with antioxidant production and detoxification. And then it's got the adaptogenic herbs. So it's really a powerhouse. It's also got the antioxidants with these nutrients, and as well as the antioxidants. So that's one of my favorites as well. And then lastly, a trace mineral that we love is called Trace Mineral Research. It's new and improved. It's a potent formula. It says 400,000 volts of electrolytes can really cause your body to create energy. Because really, at the end of the day, when you're making ATP, you need to have enough minerals and vitamins to help with that Krebs cycle and all those cellular reactions that need these trace minerals, and that's why they call it 40,000 volts. And it also has sea minerals, and it aids in basically the vitality of everything. So hopefully you got a lot of benefit out of this. We will have these supplements available on our store. If you're a member of our Adrenal Fatigue Society, you'll get extra savings, and we'll be featuring a lot of different nutrients, but these would probably be my top 10 favorite go-to ones, and I hope you got a lot of value out of that. And then lastly, you can see the serving sizes of these trace minerals. They have magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium, sulfate, boron, and then other minerals that you don't see in there. Well, the thing I really like about it is there's really no excipients or toxic tag-alongs, and we find it very, very helpful for our patient base. So hope you enjoyed this adrenal fatigue recovery toolkit. We will have also the PDF files for all of these supplements and how to get them. And also make sure that you check out all the other sources that we have on our website. So hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to ending your adrenal fatigue nightmare. Thank you so much.